Good morning, student. In network 3, we will be seeing logical addressing. Logical addressing is nothing but the IP address. It is from host to host, not from node to node. Node to node is physical address, whereas host to host is logical address. Logical address is unique between two computers. Then we will see internet networking, tunneling, address mapping, ICMP, IGMP, forwarding, routing, threading, Bellman for discharge routing protocol. We have already seen this. So in the second half, we will be seeing routing information protocol, open shortest path first, BGP, multicast routing protocol. These are all multicast routing protocols. Then we will see the connecting devices, passive hubs, repeaters, active hubs, and bridges, routers. So out of all this topic, the most frequently asked question is about distance vector routing. So I will cover the distance vector routing now. So these are the topics about delivery, direct and indirect forwarding, next stop, method versus route method. Unicast routing protocol, autonomous. So we will start with distance vector routing. This is very important. This question is been asked very frequently in the exam. So concentrate on this. In distance vector routing, the least cost route between any two nodes is the route with minimum distance. So the least cost, the costs are assigned to different nodes. Between two different nodes, costs are assigned based on whether it is the shortest path or throughput is high or bandwidth is high. Based on those, the costs are assigned. If the cost is the between the rods is minimum distance, then this is a distance vector routing. In this protocol, as the name implies, each node maintains a vector of minimum distance to every node. The table at each node also guides the packet to the desired node by showing the next stop in the route, next hop routing. So distance vector routing. So this is the nodes. These are the nodes A, B, C, D, E, F. E up to E, there are 5 nodes are there. A, B, C, D, E. 5 nodes are there. So A stable to cos next. There are 3 columns. To cos next. These are the 3 columns. So the A table says that for A to A, the cost is 0. To go from A to A, the cost is 0. And the next node is dash. There is no next node. And the cost to go from A to B is 5. So as you can see, the cost to go from A to B is 5. So the cost to go from A to B is 5. The cost from A to C is 2. So the cost from A to C is 2. This is the cost. So the cost from A to C is 2. The cost from A to D is 3. And the cost from A to E is through node C. That's why this third column, next column is C here. So the cost from A to E. A to E is through C. And the total cost is, this is 2. 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. So the cost from A to E is 6. This is how the tables are filled. It has 3 columns, to, cost, and next. Similarly, the other tables are filled like this table, this table, this table, and this table. The table for node A shows how we can reach any node from this node. For example, our least cost to reach node E is 6. The route passes through C. Initialization. The table in figure are stable. Each node knows how to reach any other node and the cost. At the beginning, however, this is not the case. So at the beginning, we don't know what is the case. What is the way to reach only the each node can know only the distance between itself and its immediate neighbor, those directly connected to it. But apart from that, the nodes which are connected through other nodes are, we don't know the distance, how much distance it takes. So for the moment, we assume that each node can send a message to the immediate neighbor and find the distance between itself and these neighbors. Figure shows the initial table for each node. The distance for any entry that is not a neighbor is marked as infinite. So this is very important. The distance for any entry that is not a neighbor is marked as infinite, unreachable. Infinite means unreachable. So if it is not a neighbor, we mark it as infinite. So as you can see, this is the initialization table in distance vector routing. This is what the table looks like. This is A's tables. From A to A, the cost is 0. From A to B, which is the immediate neighbor, so we can write the cost as 5. So as you can see, from A to B, the cost is 5. From A to C, the cost is 2. So we can write A to C, the cost as 2. From A to D, the cost is 3. We can write A to D, the cost as 3. But A to E, it is not a neighbor. E is not a neighbor. E is connected to some other node. So we are writing it as infinite. This is initialization table. This is initialization. Initially we will write it as infinite. A to E is infinite. So we have written infinite. Similarly, the other tables are filled like that. These tables, C's table, these tables are filled like that. Sharing. The whole idea of distance vector routing is the sharing of information between neighbors. So in distance vector routing, the whole idea is to share the information between neighbors. Although node A does not know about node E, node C does. So node A does not know about node E. As you can see, node A does not know about node E. It does not know about node E, but node C knows about it. So if node C shares its routing table with A, node A can also know how to reach node E. On the other hand, node C does not know how to reach node D, but node A does. If node A shares its routing table with node C also knows how to reach node D. In other words, node A and C as immediate neighbors can improve their routing table if they help each other. So node A does not know how to reach E, and node C does not know how to reach D. If they share each other, then we can find out the distance. Sharing, there is only one problem. How much of the table must be shared with each neighbor? A node is not aware of the neighbor's table. The best solution for each node is to send its entire table to the neighbor and let the neighbor decide what part to use and what part to discard. However, the third column of a table next stop is not useful for the neighbor. So the third column is not useful. When the neighbor receives a table with this column need to be replaced with the sender's name. And a node therefore can send only the first two columns of its table to any neighbor. In other words, sharing here means sharing only the first two columns. So we will be sharing only the first two columns. We can share the entire table, but third column is not useful. Instead of the third column, we can share only the first two columns. Updating. When a node receives a two-column table from a neighbor, it needs to update its routing table. Updating takes 3 steps. So the updating takes 3 steps. The receiving node needs to add the cost between itself and the sending node to each value in the second column. The logic is clear. If node C claims that its distance to a destination is x miles and the distance between A and C is y miles, and the distance between A and the destination via C is x plus y miles. Updating. Second point. The receiving node need to add the name of the sending node to each row as the third column. So as a third column, it need to add the name of the sending node. If the receiving node uses information from any row, the sending node is the next node in the row. The receiving node need to compare each row of its old table with the corresponding row of the modified version of the received table. If the next node entry is different, the receiving node chooses the row with the smallest cost. So if two entries are there for the single row, then the receiving node chooses the row with the smallest cost. If there is a tie, the old one is kept. If the next node entry is the same, the receiving node chooses the node row, the new row. For example, suppose node C has previously advertised a row to node X with distance 3. Suppose that now there is no path between C and X. Now C now advertises this node with a distance of infinity. A node A must not ignore this value even though its old entry is smaller. The old node does not exist anymore. The new node has a distance of infinity. So it needs to update the new row with a distance of infinity. So updating in distance vector routing. So as you can see, this is the initial table. This is for the A's table. So the A's old table is from A to A it is 0. From A to B it is 5. Cost is 5. From A to C cost is 2. From A to D cost is 3. From A to E cost is infinity. This is old table. We have already seen that. Now this is the receive from C. What we receive from C. The A table received this from the C. A to A, the cost from C to A is 2. From C to B is 4. From C to C is 0. From C to D is infinity. From C to E is 4. Now, what it does is, it makes A's modified table. It creates a A's modified table. So the cost to reach A to A is, through C is 4. I will explain that. So the cost to reach from A to A through C is 2 plus 2. Is 2 plus 2 means 4. So this 4 is filled here. This 4 is filled here. Now the cost from A to B through C. A to B through C. A to B through C is from A to B 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. So this 6 is filled here. This 6 is filled. A to B from through C is 6. Similarly, from A to C through C is 2. From A to D through C is infinity. From A to E through C is 6. So this last row is missing here. Here E is infinity. Here the E value is, here the E value is infinite. E value is infinite. The last row value is infinite. But here the last row value is 6. The cost to reach E from A through C is E. So this is been updated here. This is been updated in a A's new table. So this table is compared with the A's old table. It is compared with the A's table. A's modified table is compared with the A's old table. Now the cost to reach A from A to A is, minimum cost is 0 here. Here it is 0, but here it is 4. So the minimum cost is kept here. A to 0 is kept here. It is untouched. It is updated from A to A the cost to reach is 0. From A to B is 6 here. Here it is A to B is 5. So the minimum cost is kept here. A to B is 5. From A to C, the cost here is 2. From A to C, the cost here is 2. So here the old entry is kept here. A to C, the cost is 2. A to D, the cost is infinity here. Whereas from here, the cost from A to D is 3. So the least value is kept here. The A to D, the least value is 3. So the least value is kept here. The cost from A to E is 6 here. Here it is infinity. Here it is infinity. So here we are keeping the least value. A to E, the cost to reach is 6. So this is how the distance vector routing table is updated after comparison, after receiving the neighbor's node. The neighbor's node routing table received consists of 2 columns only, 2 and cost. These are the 2 columns which are there from C. When to share? The question now is, when does a node send its partial routing table only 2 columns to all its immediate neighbors? The table is sent both periodically and when there is a change in the table. So the table is sent periodically or when there is a change in the table. Periodic update. A node sends its routing table normally every 30 seconds in a periodic update. The period depends on the protocol that is using distance vector routing. So every 30 seconds, it is updated. The routing table is updated. This is known as periodic update. Trigger update. Second one is trigger update. A node sends its 2-column routing table to its neighbors anytime there is a change in its routing table. This is called a trigger update. The change can result from the following. Node A receive a table from a neighbor resulting in changes in its own table after updating. A node detects some failure in the neighboring link which results in a distance change to infinity. When these are occurred, it is triggered. We will see 2-node loop instability. A problem with distance vector routing is instability, which means that a network using this protocol can become unstable. There is a possibility that the network may become unstable. We will see this, how it becomes unstable. There are 2-node loop instability and 3-node loop instability. We will see both. In the first 2-node loop instability, to understand the problem, let us look at the scenario depicted in the figure. At the beginning, both node A and B knows how to reach node X, but suddenly the link between A and X fails. So this is the before failure. There is a connection from A to X and the cost to reach is X. From B to X, the cost to reach is 4 plus 2, that is 6. The cost is 6. After failure, there is a failure of network from node A to X. So the node A value is updated to infinity because there is no path from A to X. That's why the node value is updated to infinity. The base value is kept as it is. Base value is X6A. So its value is kept as it is. The path to reach X is through X and the cost to reach is 6. Now A sends the information to other nodes saying that there is a loss of link between A and X and the path has become infinity. After A receives update from B, it sends, but it does not reach. Sometimes it may not reach, but it receives the cost to reach from B to X through A is 6. 6 plus this additional 4 is added. 6 plus 4, 10. So it falsely updates the table. A updates the table falsely, saying that the path to reach X is through B and the cost is 10. This is false and it is updated falsely. And this keeps on updating between A and B. The cost keeps on increasing. It initially, the cost of X, the cost of B to reach X is 6 here. Now it is updated to 14 here. It is updated to 14. Again, 14 is updated, plus 4 will be added. 14 will change to 18. 18 will change to plus 4, 22. And it keeps on adding and after some time, it reaches to infinity. Finally, it reaches to infinity. This is two-node instability. Two-node loop instability. Node A thinks that route to X is via B. Node B thinks that route to X is via A. If A receives the packet destined for X, it goes to B and then comes back to A. Similarly, if B receives the packet destined for X, it goes to A and comes back to B. Packet bonds between A and B, creating a two-node loop problem. A few solutions have been proposed for instability of this kind. Defining infinity. The first obvious solution is to redefine infinity to a small number, such as 100. The solution to this is, another solution is split horizon. Another solution is called split horizon. In this strategy, instead of flooding the table through each interface, each node sends only parts of its table through each interface. If according to its table, node B thinks that the optimum route to reach X is via A, it does not need to advertise this piece of information to A. The information has come from A already knows. Split horizon and Poisson reverse. The split horizon strategy can be combined with the Poisson reverse strategy. Node B can still advertise the value of X, but if the source of information is A, it can replace the distance with infinity as a warning. Do not use this value. What I know about this route comes from you. Three-node instability. The two-node instability can be avoided by using the split horizon strategy combined with Poisson reverse. However, if the instability is between the three nodes, the stability cannot be guaranteed. This is three-node instability. The distance to reach X through A is, the cost to reach X through A is 2. The cost to reach X through from C to X through A is 5. The cost to reach X from B through A is 6. Now there is a failure of the link between A and X. So the value of A is updated to infinity. This A sends this data to B and C, that there is a failure of the link. But the frame will be lost at C. Before reaching the C, the frame is lost and it reaches only B. So B updates its value to infinity, but C cannot update its value. It still thinks that the cost to reach X through A from C is 5. So it sends these values to its neighbors. Neighbors updates this value. B updates this value and make it to 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3, 8. It changes to 8. The cost to reach X from C changes to 8. Again, the cost to reach through A through B changes to 12. And it keeps on changing till it becomes instability and the node becomes unstable. This is through three-loop instability. Three-node instability. Suppose after finding that X is not reachable, node A sends a packet to B and C to inform them of the situation. Node B immediately updates the table, but the packet to node C is lost in the network and never reaches C. Node C remains in the dark and still think that there is a route to X via A with a distance of 5. After a while, node C sends to B its routing table, which includes the route to X. Node B is totally fooled here. It receives information on the route to X from C, and according to the algorithm, it updates it. With this, I stop here. Thank you very much.